All right, so it's like 5:30. Gonna get some breakfast and then head to the hospital. Supposed to be there at 6:30. And yeah, we're gonna get the day started. Not a lot. I don't know. I don't know what all is gonna happen, but I'm ready to go. Let's get the thing popping. Off, off to the first day. I'm a little excited, a little anxious. Where did I park? Okay. Yeah, a little excited, a little anxious. Trying to look at the camera. Yeah, a little excited, a little anxious. And yeah, so I'm starting off on a selective today. Got 2 orientations. Both of them are going to be virtual, so I'll just be sitting in the library. But I'm supposed to report in person, like right after them. So I'm just going to be on campus until then. All right, y'all. So I'm going to give y'all a sneak peek into how I kind of come into campus. It's one of the best views that I think, one of the more calming experiences, just being able to walk on campus, see the landscape, just always a good scenery to walk into first thing in the morning. Looking to the left here, our campus has a garden, essentially. We have a different name, but I can never remember it. And usually if you see right about here, this sign always has some sort of quirky dad joke type thing about, referencing fruits and vegetables. I always think it gives you a good laugh every now and then, but just wanted to show y'all some of the scenery I always get to walk into. Gives you the right spirit just walking in to face whatever day that you are having that day. So just some more of the beautiful sights of Charleston, South Carolina. So I want to walk you guys through what it's like that's different in third and fourth year than in first and second year. So in first and second year, majority of your learning is based in the classroom, in which you're taking a lot of tests, you're studying all the time, and you're getting very limited clinical exposure. That changes once you take step one. Step one is taking after the second year of medical school. Once you have passed step one, then you're able to move on to the clinical years. In the third year is based in all of your core clerkships, and that is where we're getting our first chance to be hands-on full-time in hospitals and clinics, taking care of patients, writing notes, learning the language, all the things to help prepare us to be future clinicians. So you take your required clerkships, and in the order that I do my selectives first, and then the second block I'll be on internal medicine. The third block I will be in psychiatry. The fourth block I will be in OBGYN. After Christmas I will start off in family medicine, and then I'll do surgery, and then peds is my last rotation of third year. At the end of each of these clerkships, we take what's known as a shelf exam, and during these shelf exams, it's a written exam to test our knowledge that we've learned throughout the clerkships. You also do an OSCE, in which you are tested on your clinical skills, like the physical exam and your interviewing techniques, and you're also graded through a subjective evaluation by your preceptor or physician who's watching over you during that rotation. At the end of third year, some more important things begin to happen. You begin to prepare for step two, which is the same thing as step one, just now testing you on what you've learned during your third year of medical school. Step two is divided into two parts. You have step 2 CK, which is clinical knowledge. It's a written exam to help assess your knowledge that you learned in third year. And then you have step 2 CS, which is clinical skills, to evaluate the same things that an OSCE would, physical exam and note writing and all of that. Step 2 CS was canceled during the COVID this year, and I'm hoping next cycle that remains the same, because guess what? We don't need no more tests for your boy. We can do without that. So keep your hands up in prayer for that. So moving on in fourth year, you'll also be applying to your residency program. This is where you're going to be choosing what specialty that you will want to be involved in for the next 15, 20 some odd years. Then fourth year also, this is built around helping you become a more competent medical student and incoming resident, as you'll be going through the match process in March of your fourth year, and then going on and having your first job as a full-time physician in your first year of residency. So that hopefully gives you guys some more insight as to how we're prepared through medical school and what is ahead of me as I start my third. Okay, so a bit of an update about today. I am like I said, on a selective rotation to start out with. So at my school, a selective is a 2-week, more so career exploration. So we get to choose what specialty we're thinking of in the future, and you get 2 of them. So I'm on my first 2-week selective. We'll keep it a secret just so we have something to share later. I'm in the library right now, so that's why I'm not speaking too loud. So I'm on the 2-week selective. Orientations today. We had a conference they wanted us to watch virtually from 6:30 a.m. to 7:30, so that just finished. Got a little bit of a break, and then my next rotation for 2 weeks is an ambulatory medicine rotation, which is basically internal medicine, like prototypical what you see on TV in the hospital. Is that more of an outpatient setting? So that's my next rotation in 2 weeks, and we're gonna go ahead and do our orientation for that virtually today as well. So coming up in about like 15 minutes, I'm gonna watch that, and then I'm going to head to the dean's office. We get new white coats for clinical years, so I'm gonna get that, and then I'm supposed to report to my selective to get set up with my schedule. So a little bit of a busy day. I have no idea what to expect, what's gonna happen, and we're just gonna figure this out as it goes. First of all, I get a lot of common sense. You like my laptop? I see a lot of people out here copying me too. I see you. Don't be copying my swag no more. All right, both orientations are done. The virtual orientations are done, and we are off to the dean's office to get a new white coat. So, update on today. Did my orientations. Met with the coordinator from my selective. Ran me through everything, the schedule, and things like that. She was really nice. I actually found out that she, when I was an advisor, she came down to speak to some students, and we kind of recognized each other from there. So that was good. I am waiting to hear back from the residents. She hooked me up with my 2 residents I'll be working with this week. And now comes the race, or the maze to finding my residents to figure out where I should meet them. So yeah, welcome third year. All right, so great introduction to third year. Got in contact with the resident and the 4th year student I'm working with, and looks like I'm headed to clinic, which is about 15-20 minutes away probably. So change course and adapt, you know what I mean? So that's where we're going. It's a little hot for this white coat, but it's brand new. You know, they give us a new white coat that has a clinical badge on the side. I'll show y'all later. But yeah, off to clinic.
8 hours later.
All right, y'all. So it's now the end of the day. So I guess I'll kind of recap what happened today. So you guys saw, I went to clinic. That was really good. I met with the physician. He was really informative. I think the roughest part was like, it's my first day, and it's my first day on a selective, so I really want to do well. But I mean, he was really understanding. He kind of let me know like he didn't really have any expectations for me on the first day, and really this was more of like a career exploration. So I think the tougher part for me was just like knowing when to ask questions, when not to ask questions, when to like not look like an awkward person, like twiddling my thumbs and stuff like that. But I think like I kind of settled in after a while, and it felt normal after a while. And then he settled in, kind of like engaged me and not wait for me to kind of like prod him a little bit to feel him out. I'll echo like a lot of the advice that I've gotten from people before starting rotations, which is like the nurses are great. I made it a point to kind of speak to all of them when I came in, just kind of introduce myself. The introductions are weird because like they see a lot of medical students, you can tell. So it's like you want to introduce yourself, but like we know the drill, so it's like go ahead. But after a while, like make it a point to like double back. The main nurse who was kind of taking all the orders from the physician, and I kind of made it a point to like first introduce myself the first time, and then around lunchtime I had to ask if there was a microwave, so I kind of doubled back and then made sure like, hey, I didn't catch your name at the beginning, and she let me know, and then she kind of like gave me the rundown of the office. And it's like, even though I may only be there for like 1 day or 2 days during this 2 weeks, but I think that kind of helped me feel at home, and I don't know if it did anything for them, but like that helped me to kind of transition too. Yeah, I came home and I took a nap. The quarantine, like, I underestimated how much it does to you as a student, like not having any obligations, not really having to go anywhere. But yeah, I came home, feet was hurting, needed a nap, kind of passed out for about 45 minutes to an hour. So yeah, I think I'll have to get adjusted to that. And yeah, tomorrow I'm supposed to be in the OR, so I'll be meeting the resident at like 6:45 tomorrow. So things looking good. While I was waiting to, once I got done with my orientation, and I was waiting to hear from the resident because they were just like, find your resident, text them, and see what's happening, and see if you can meet them. I was waiting, and I wasn't really hearing a lot, and then I just kind of texted the fourth year who's going to be on the service with me, and it was just like, I just wanted to introduce myself. We're going to be on this together. Figure we should have good information. And from there, like, I made sure, like, this is his kind of career. Like, this is his grind time because, fourth years are needing to really assert themselves. This was his grind time. So I was like, I'm going to defer to you. Whatever you want to do, I'll take whatever it is. Whatever's your first choice. He wanted to get on with the program director. So, like, go for it. Like, I got time. So that worked out, and he kind of showed me the ropes and gave me some tips along the way. So, this is a team atmosphere. That's the one thing I remember from just athletics and life in general. Like, you don't gotta be a gunner. Like, be a team player. So that was great today too. On the funny side though, I didn't know if I was gonna end up in the ER in the OR or not. So I had to have my girlfriend like run me. Like, I came in professionally dressed as y'all saw, but like I had to have her bring my, tennis shoes and like socks and stuff from the house and like a whole new book bag because I just needed a whole different change of clothes just in case. Turned out I didn't need it, but like just in case. So shout out to her. She also woke up at like 5 this morning to, help her brother out with some breakfast. So shout out to her. Faye's always coming through. So yeah. But yeah, I'll kind of maybe vlog the rest of the week, we'll see. But yeah, that was my take of the day. First day on clinical rotations was pretty good. Pretty good introduction to third year, so we'll kind of see what goes from here.